Seattle. Who will meet Jason Belmonte tomorrow on FS1? The answer comes via this step ladder. Andrew Anderson and A.J. Johnson were sweating it out in the Tournament of Champions, but they're here. Tom Smallwood leads the way. We've got 3 major champions on this show.
Jason Sterner just missing out.
With Kent beating Sterner and Matt Ogle, it allowed these two to get in. Go.
Well, when you hear a player say go, that means they want it to hold its line longer. That shot was definitely inside a target for Andrew, but covers the 3-6-10. No harm, no foul, right?
And the player said the left will be the tricky lane today to figure out how that's going to go, and it's why Andrew will start there and finish on the right. It's 31-year-old A.J. Johnson.
Back and forth with this was Stoner.
Yes. Oh, no. Are you kidding?
Really? Unbelievable. Hang on. Yeah, it's a Venom shock on the left lane.
And the Venom shock results in a strike for Johnson.
How about a Tank Rampage Pearl?
And Anderson with a spare strike to start.
Pride Dynasty is the ball he's using on the left lane.
And with back-to-back jacks. And a sharp start for Andrew Anderson. Johnson after an open on the right. And then that's more like it for A.J. Johnson. And the 10 hangs for Andrew. He's been trying to evolve that side of what he's doing. He said a figure 8-ish motion. That's how he described it.
Look at E.J. Tackett swing. Seems to work pretty well for him.
There's a strike. Right side has given Johnson some issues thus far. Not this time for A.J.
He's too far right. His ball was picking up all the friction early that's been created with the 2 urethane balls by not only himself, but by Andrew Anderson as well. So he didn't see it properly to start, made the move, and that was perfect. He hit it.
Didn't take the invite. Correct.
And to get in, obviously got some help from Marshall Ken.
That final round netted him 270.
I got it that time, guys.
Extra points.
Wow. Jeez Louise.
That's brutal.
This is a lousy break.
Tough. The difference, though, can he spare? Because Johnson did not with that 9, and that's why.
You see more rotation with the bigger ball on that left lane.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
The Ozempic spare.
Now Johnson with the door crack back open, and he capitalizes with a strike. And a quality golf game?
He's got a nice golf game. Oh boy.
Oh, no.
Big Four only made once ever on television.
Carry. Well, but just talking through getting his rev rate up 30 or 40.
Yeah.
He said, on my best day, I can get there, but I've got to make more of those best days become every day.
Carry.
And he talked about scoring paces being higher this year, and there's pride to be one of the 16 here in the playoffs with how everything went this season. As Johnson had to have it there in the 9th and gets it, but
well, he needs to strike out, and then he needs some help from Anderson.
Be tough on the left, but gets it started.
Hey, got the 9 out.
On FS1, Graham Pba awaits the winner of this one. Needs it. Needs it. And not tonight for Johnson.
Over.
Thank you, guys.
Masters.
You guys can make some noise. Let's hear it.
Andrew Anderson is...
Oh, boy.
I guess if there's a time to catch that break, it's now.
5-pin off shot.
There you go. He told us that he thrives or believes that he can thrive on TV, and he likes this big stage. He gets it done here, and now Graham Pba awaits. Packy Hanrahan and Tom Smallwood filling out the ladder, but first it'll be Anderson. And Graham talked about his family and how inspirational they are to him, how much he enjoys having some time in the summer with his wife Jen, who's a teacher, and their boys. And he is feeling good about himself as he meets Andrew Anderson here. We'll start on the left side. Go. 3-10 for Andrew. 3-10. Andrew Anderson converts. Pba. And that did accept the Saturday night dinner invite.
Oh, that was pretty.
Shake it off, 7. You're very observant.
It just looked like he had more hand, better roll. And I asked him about it. He said, yeah, that's exactly what I've been working on.
I just don't want to grab the wrong one by mistake.
He bought one, put it in the center that he practices at. Came to an arrangement with the center. Great investment.
How much do one of those babies cost?
They're not cheap. About 15, 16,000.
95% the tour average and converts. And how do we get those numbers?
From our great friends at Lane Talk. For more information, head on over to lanetalk.com and download their free app. Over the years, the numbers, the strike track, the info that's out there. He hates it. Yeah, big pull left, Brooklyn.
Compete in singles as well as optional doubles and team events. Even combine your scores with the pros.
I saw you guys.
Enter today at pba.com/LBC tournament. It's crazy to see the YouTube numbers in this sport. Of viewers, it's it did.
Yeah, the only YouTube I had growing up was something I used to float down the lazy river in. But watch how hard the 7 gets slapped out with this shot. 4 to the sidewall, just absolutely cracks the neck of the 7-pin. That's why you put revolutions on a bowling ball, to carry that hit.
Yeah, that's a home demo right there from Graham Pba to the 7. Now on the left side, Pba.
Another 7-pin.
Stubborn.
On that left lane. Well, it's the only way to be an elite player out here. Unless you just want to throw it one way and hope that you fall in. Have an idea of what the pattern's calling for. So here's an example of your question. So there's week 10, right? And typically what we watch for when players are using urethane is how long can they stay in that ball before it starts to read too early, starts to hook early, and then it flattens out down lane and you start to leave flat 10s. Remember the Graham Pba
Have a timeout.
7-pin that got crushed, right?
Yep.
Ball went through the pins harder.
Hands on the left lane, so it's making the right lane kind of wishy-washy. I need to get around on the left lane to get to the fronts. Be right.
It was right.
Really nice shot there, Brett. Is he going to stay in the urethane on the right lane?
I mean, I kind of hope not, but he said just the way that his hand and his swing feels, he's a little scared to change, but I think we're kind of up against that.
Oh my goodness.
I thought that was better.
Ugh,
It looked better.
this is disgusting.
What is wrong with the 9?
It's stupid. I mean, this is as good as you can throw it. 5-pin gets chopped straight back.
I just don't understand the 9. I even bought dinner. I had him over. I don't understand. Why so unkind? I'm
Bad
trying.
break. Bad break,
trying.
buddy.
It's just, that is brutal.
It's just times when it doesn't matter what you do, your ball doesn't go through the pins the right way.
Makes she respects the greats even more.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
And so far with a spare, and we've got a battle.
Good shot.
One of the best to ever do it tomorrow in our round of 12. Anderson out of the break with a strike.
Yeah, I heard a rumor that we might be talking to Jason Belmonte during this broadcast. Bring home the hardware.
Absolutely.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
But the 5-pin, that shot there was a nice break on a double carrying that high hit.
And Pba punches right back. This is fun.
And let's go down to the floor, and Mike Wolf and Mike.
On this left lane. Yes! Big one for Pba. 8 top 25 finishes. Carry, and Andrew Anderson strikes aplenty down.
So basically, he's going to dance with the one he brung.
Got him 1 win. Talked about having conviction and confidence with us, and he's got 5 in a row.
That was a good one. That was a real good one.
Now Pba with 3 in a row. He's kind of busy. Needs it. Delivers. Graham Pba. Can he put the pressure on?
Yep.
Oh!
Tank.
Perfect. Who's handling the pitch?
You.
Well, Graham Pba, you've had a strong season. You've got 2 boys back home. I know how excited he is to get back home with this summer. Andrew Anderson still needs the mark to win, and you heard Pba say it, a good game. He had some great shots.
That was one of the best 227 games you'll see. Now Anderson just needs a mark.
Andrew Anderson moves on again.
Well, good decision staying with the urethane ball for Andrew. One more game here. Looked a little iffy, but he got it done.
Here we go. Packy Hanrahan, Andrew Anderson, Sarah handshake. Hanrahan got the crowd rolling in Allen Park a few weeks ago, and he's embracing it again.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's more fun. I think it's more fun for the crowd.
Oh, you guys are too quiet. Come on.
Keep them going.
And he feels like it helps him with his game, too. At the World Series of Bowling, he did it. He pumped up the crowd. He was facing Kevin Williams.
Good, kind-hearted guy. And pretty smart as well. And there's the urethane ball not hooking.
The 2. Ball change, but he felt like it was just his release. He had to do something a little bit mechanically different, get back to what he's good at. He did.
That's got a peel.
Yikes.
Series of bowling. Oh, that was close.
It was.
Shota, Black Pearl urethane.
And the 7. Top 13 in points for 3 consecutive years. This guy's been consistent.
But you got to go back because his story is incredible, right?
That's it.
Best bowler in the program. Which meant what? He rode the pine.
There it is.
Yeah. Much better.
Get his swing to bump out a little bit more. Figure 8-ish motion. Getting the flat spot longer. Go a little bit. Well, this shows you a couple things, one of which is how great the Shockers are.
Now he's one of the better players on tour.
His aunt and uncle live in Portland, Oregon. They made the trip over to Arlington for this. Packy!
1-2 pocket.
Back to Anderson on the right side. Much better his last time here, and does it again. So after that tough start on the right, Andrew Anderson's figured it out.
Just noticeable as say an EJ tackle. The more the swing bumps out, the more it has to tuck underneath you.
12 seed. And if he does that, he'll meet Belmo tomorrow. 2. And Anderson cleans that up. And Angel the wins. Dick Weber 45 on the left. Mike Albee 39 on the right. Hanrahan back on the right side. And cleans it up.
All right, let's get on the floor and talk to Mike. Well, Mike, what advice do you give to Packy for that right lane? I'm not sure they have a solid plan.
No, not by what we just heard. Talk about being a better spare shooter this year. His hand doing what it wants to. But he told us it's all about getting the speed right. He said often earlier in his career he'd
The one on
throw
the left lane was good.
throw one really slow or really hard. It's gotten easier as he's gotten deeper in his career as Anderson strikes.
Yeah, well, he wasn't fooling around with that one. He just got up there and stuffed it.
On the left in this game.
Be right. Be right. Be right.
We're not done yet! No, you're not done. And that drops over.
Lead of Hanrahan is only 3.
Punch from Anderson. Packy. Oh! An answer call! Over in the goods. Hanrahan in the 10.
My goodness.
He liked it.
Good shot.
Now,
Anderson working on a double. Right lane. Can take the lead.
ended the right lane drought last time. Oh! And Anderson has a triple. Oh. Still business to be handled.
To win on the PBA Tour, you have to get breaks. You have to execute, you have to make spares, and you can't do that.
Oh boy. The gain giveth, the gain taketh. Box. It was close, if you will. Packy, a mark to win.
What is going on?
It's a make.
He has to make this.
This is a make.
Very doable.
Oh my, Andrew Anderson lives on in the playoffs. Packy Hanrahan's going home.
Not bad. Good bowling.
Extended life once again for Andrew Anderson.
All it takes is to maintain a pulse. Smallwood. Winner here gets Jason Belmonte tomorrow, noon FS1. Messenger.
All right. You know, this Tom Smallwood guy, right?
And successful in his opening frame.
And I think it's important to mention that Smallwood using 14-pound equipment.
Had a tough final against Bill O'Neill. 178. Didn't have the right ball, he said. Get some assistance! All are welcome at Smallwood's house.
Smallwood using Black Venom on the right lane, and this shot was thrown with a Max Thrill solid.
Oh.
Talk about a thrill. Great start for Smalls.
Said he would share some of the pork chop with the Bulldog at the end of the day.
Probably very factual. This guy named Belmonte tomorrow.
What a prize. It's the playoffs for you. And this time, he's still got it. Does Belmo, this guy's got serious game too, and he gets going, and for Smallwood, a triple. It was interesting hearing him talk yesterday because you're 12th on the points list. You've got 4 top 20s. But he didn't talk about that.
Oh boy. And he's got a little bit of room.
Anderson, pressure put on by Smallwood, and Andrew Anderson with back-to-back jacks. And that 6-8 go a little bit. Hanrahan, the last one. Anderson now heating up, and we're seeing some similarities to what he went on that streak against Fa.
We got
super steady to start his playoff run. 18th Tournament of Champions. That helped him get here. Smallwood with 6. All right. We've got some theater here to decide who meets Belmo. Anderson getting past A.J. Johnson, Graham Fa. Packy Hanrahan to get here. Said he's got an off season of work ahead, but it's be a nice way for it to stay alive here if he can. And he's got 4 strikes in a row. And he knows no room for error right now. Not with the way Smallwood's playing, and Anderson has something to say about it.
And we got us a ball game, folks.
Yes.
Another.
Smallwood hasn't blinked. Tom Smallwood has the first 7 strikes toward bowling a 300 game. Should he or any of the players on today's show bowl a perfect game, everyone in America can receive a free game of bowling courtesy of Go Bowling. To pre-register, visit gobowling.com and sign up for the Go Bowling Free America promotion. Scoring up this season. Make it 8!
Made the telecast, made the Masters show, and said, I'm never going back.
Anderson! Hello! How are you?
I'll see your trip 4 and I'll raise you a smash 10.
Man, is this fun. Oh, that time.
I tried.
Didn't come around.
Just deflating. And you could see it in his face and his demeanor, his reaction is just like getting throat punched.
Because you're playing well. This is his best game. But look at who his opposition, what his opposition is doing, and that's Smallwood, who enters the 9th unscathed. Smallwood!
Are you kidding me?
A nice break. Yep. There's a breeze at Angel of the Winds. Oh boy! Sorry, bro. Put up a playoff run. He feels this format helps him. Winner go home, do or die. He lives for the moment. Smallwood is now 1 away. It has been done 35 for 300.
Oh, he double dribbled it and missed it at the bottom. And the ball hangs out to dry, leaving the 2-8. What a performance, though, for Tom Smallwood. Wow.
And for Andrew Anderson, a terrific run in the playoffs.
Yep.
But Tom Smallwood books a date with Belmo. High stakes bowling. We've got round 2 for you right now. We've got a couple of great showdowns. The winningest major champion is on this show, Jason Belmonte, meeting Tom Smallwood, an all-lefties matchup. And later on, Kyle Troop, the United States Open champion, meets Chris Vi with David Kroll and Zach Wilkins leading us off for the right seed. Zach Wilkins, he and David Kroll are best buds. Wilkins opens with a strike.
expected to on the right lane. Black pearl urethane.
.28 years young, his first career tour title.
Oh, bug.
Oh, bug, oh my.
4-9 split.
Oh, that was a little bit of nerves there. Why?
Maybe. That's right. 19.5% of the time that's converted. And you know how I know that?
I'm wondering.
We get all those great stats from. He's also going with black pearl urethane.
Carry it.
And the messenger is up early in Seattle.
Get through it.
Wilkins with a triple to start. Who awaits the winner of this showdown?
Solid. Boog.
Look again.
That's a nice response.
Good shot, Boog.
Where does Boog rank for you on the nickname list on the tour?
It's a good one.
Good shot.
That's better for Kroll. After an open in the second on this left lane, here in the fourth, the Just Right strike is brought to you by Just Bear, the mindful choice for high-quality protein with no antibiotics ever. Just Right, Just Bear.
He really needed that double to kind of climb back in this, even though it's early, only 3.5 frames, but still.
Wilkins has been nails to Kansas City. So he and David Kroll have bowled the Greater Ozarks together.
Play there.
They have a ton of respect for each other. And right now, Zach Wilkins, with the national spotlight on him, is shining.
What a start.
Triple for top 15 of the players. He's had a fantastic year from PTQs to the playoffs. Kroll is heating up. This do or die, win or go home, fast matches. Wilkins versus Kroll here in the second round, and a great start. Eighth seed. He talked about confidence. He said, I'm confident in everything that I'm doing. And it sure looks like it here.
Little spin.
Oh, bug.
Now with 5 straight. Let's go!
Oh, Bug. Bug just crawling it.
Come on, Bug.
Oh, I see what you did.
Just got to get the 10 out.
Slow down.
My, how things have changed.
Sit on the process.
Very much so.
Right there.
Breathe.
What a 7-10 can do.
I love what he just said. Breathe. That's a great idea. Breathe. Don't think. Oh, come on.
7. Apparently held its breath.
Not a bad shot. Look at
Come
7
on.
gets nudged.
Wasn't a bad shot.
It takes more than a nudge.
Can't remember the exact
Cross lane.
math on how far it has to tilt on its axis to actually fall, but there is a number.
It's way beyond my.
Cleans it up.
Well, through 7.5 frames.
Messenger! Sleepless in Seattle.
That messenger came all the way from Vancouver.
Go. Come on over.
Hang on.
No.
He couldn't have been shut out.
What a matchup.
Yeah.
To get it started.
The winner moves on.
Yeah. What's your reward?
The loser goes home.
What's the winner get?
Winner gets EJ Tackett.
Oh, bug.
Oh, Bug. You've been saved by the bell.
This is just a messenger feast on Cinco de Mayo.
Wake up call after wake up call. So this is so hard. We don't want the other to lose, but then there's the pride factor. You really want to win this because you know you're going to be playing together in the Missouri area.
Yeah.
Where they both live.
Yeah, me not so much when I bowled against my friends on television. I wanted to beat the hell out of them.
Bug!
2 more for the win.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Bug crawl. One away.
1 more to advance. That's what power and speed does for you. Creates pin action. Gotta have it. Wow, after that start, he's 1 strike away.
Had an open in the second. Talked about nerves.
Come on.
Bug is boogieing on in the PBA playoffs. 421 games, trails only EJ Tackett's record-setting pace. Elmo open strong.
There's some power for you. 5 1/4 RPM.
How about the show this guy?
Got out of thumb early, and that's why he double dribbled just like that.
That's I can throw it, so that's a bonus.
Cleans it up on the right side. That's better for Tom Smallwood.
No double dribble. And watch how far down lane this ball travels before it starts to turn over, and that was because of the urethane that went down the lane before this match, and what Jason Belmonte alluded to in the interview. And there's a good chance of leaving corner pins. Belmonte on the right lane using Tour Dynamics, and on the left lane DNA coil. Ooh.
Oh boy.
3, 6, 9, 10, and the problem is that back pin, the 9 pin. Typically, you'd see a player trying to hook it into that 3, 6 from the right side with plastic.
That's pretty good.
Yes, it is.
That's the other option.
And for Belmo, he is loved. That took a trip to Brooklyn.
He is loved by many except the right lane thus far.
What's happening?
That was a big miss left.
He had a mob scene of other players on the tour ready to just barrage him last night had he got out. Ran the ladder to get to the matchup with Smallwood, who said he's had an up and down year. Tom was the leader at the Players' Championship as a 10. He told us, I got to get back to Belmo mode in the playoffs.
That last strike was violent. Hates it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, big miss left.
Not your best shot.
Fortunate just to leave that. Page Pearl.
The Rampage Pearl.
Why the change to the urethane ball in the right lane?
He was having.
Doing and kept everything the same. Maybe I finished 12th. Because but I'm trying to make the show. Finished 18th, but he said as my career's gone on, I've learned. You have to be nimble. Double dribble, Messenger. Oh! Sure, I'll join you.
Anybody keeping track of how many messengers we've had in a game and a half? Or in a match and a half, I should say.
We'll work on that right now.
Get on that, John.
Belmo versus Smallwood. And for Belmo, that's back-to-back strikes on the right lane. I have to know there's nobody on this planet that's going to execute a better shot than me. That's Belmo mode.
His level of execution was unmatched.
Smallwood. Yes, he did beat Belmo in the 2018 Players. Commanded him in that final. Again?
Can't get off your hand. Why can't I get off?
What a difference a day makes.
Yeah. What a breaks are part of the reality.
Yeah.
Good or bad. Well, the Messenger came to the 10. The 7 remains.
Hates it. At least it looked like he did. He fell off the shot. You don't see him do that very often.
Two-time major champion. And Smallwood handles it well. And we go to the 10th and quite the battle for the right to meet Bill O'Neill.
I mean, as rough as this game has been.
Now Smallwood with the window cracked open. The 10.
Just bad every which way you throw it.
Just out of sync. 207 match for Smallwood. Jason Belmonte going at a 218 clip.
Needs it. Got it.
Much better shot, obviously. Has to make it.
We'll need that 10. Jason Belmonte books a date with Bill O'Neill in the round of 8 in the PBA playoffs. Scene. Feld attacking. And opens with a strike.
Just so unique.
And he was 3rd at the World Championship.
Highest rev rate on tour.
The Iceman. There it is. 18.4 and 5.
IQ 78U on both lanes.
And with back-to-back jacks.
Oh boy.
Fortunate. Beyond fortunate. That was pretty. He talked with us earlier this week. He said, at one point, I'm thinking, am I even going to continue to do this? He was in a tough spot.
He's going to continue to do this.
You bet.
Good shot here. Hard to win out here.
Svensson with a triple.
Took his thumb out and he said it changed my world.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, and then the messenger coming across for insurance.
Russo finishes that off. Rookie of the year. Hook. It did enough. And Russo really is. Svensson is just throttling right. What were you doing at 21?
That's for another show.
No.
Hit it.
Come on over. Let's watch that. There it is. And he's been terrific. Center. Russo, 5 out of 7 in strikes.
More square to the foul line, Russo is.
Svensson. Svensson's been perfect on the left side.
That was loud.
Yeah, it was. A few weeks ago in Allen Park. This season's top lefty.
Lucky.
Get lucky, and for Matt Russo, It's a strike in the eighth.
I think you have to give these southpaws some credit. You know, Graham Faw, Matt Russo, Jesper, these players making it when they didn't have a whole lot on the left side of the lane this season.
To do.
You like that one?
Yes, he did.
We'll put him in the 250s.
The set.
Oh boy. Nice work.
Nicely done.
All right, 3 in the 10th. He moves on. Anything less, Russo still has a chance.
Just be one of the 16. Find a road. Svensson. Well, it's a strike. He didn't like it, but it's a strike, and you see the difference from the ideal.
Fan, what more could you ask for?
The playoffs have delivered the goods. Svensson. He likes this one more, but of course, the 7 stands. That's this sport at times.
I mean, that's where you just want to take your foot and put it right through the ball return.
So for Svensson, it's a 249. Needs it. Needs it. Gets it. And he is one away.
Re-rack, please.
How good are those numbers?
Matt Russo.
It's like Mr. Freeze came out of nowhere and put it on the 10 pin for Jesper.
That's close.
That's pretty entertaining. 3 pins.
Right here last summer.
Nice break, tripping out the 5 pin and the 8 pin. And 8 spare to start.
Three top 10 finishes for Vi this year, and one left.
Different ball.
Playoffs.
Using the Tour IQ Tour 78U on this right lane is Kyle.
Come on around.
Sometimes they play them identical, and then other times it's like
2 all time in the PBA Tour playoffs. That's more like it for Doc. Oh my goodness.
wide miss to the right.
And recovers on. And he does. Trooping.
The numbers on strike track. Good cover.
Win on TV. Maybe make some more aggressive adjustments. Vi's been perfect on the left. But the right is why he's currently in a deficit to the back-to-back defending playoffs champ Kyle Troop.
Ooh. 3 10-pins for Troop through 6.
Seeking a triple belt. He won the Tour Finals here last year. 10th career title. Becoming Hall of Fame eligible. And that's the best from the right lane for Chris Vi.
Not too bad when it stays on the lane.
It's the difference in the match, honestly.
Yes.
Another 9-pin.
Well.
A board inside at the arrows. And a little more up the lane. And that's all it took.
He had been perfect on the left until now. And that 9 staying up keeps Troop in control. Ton of confidence. This crowd loves him, and he's heating up.
Well, just a second strike on that right lane. We'll have to finish the match on that right lane, but a good time to get one as he doubles up and increases his lead to 20.
On 6 a.m. local, if not earlier, waiting to get in. Troop fever is alive and well. And Kyle, look at how that went.
Yeah, that wiggled a little down lane, didn't it?
It did. Oh my goodness.
Oh, well.
For Chris Vi, that'll do it.
I mean, it's just inexplicable to me. I don't see why he has to throw that big a bender. If you watch the last shot he just threw, it was much more up the lane. He's just opening up that lane way too much. And then he flirts with that out of bounds.
And you dance with the devil once, and then does it again.
You know, you got to make the decisions on the fly, and you got to have conviction. And
you talked with him about that.
Obviously, he thought that was the right way to go about things, and 2 errant shots that he got just a little bit right. Catches the oil, hydroplanes, goes in the gutter, and that's the difference in the match.
So it will be a U.S. Open title match rematch in the quarterfinals between Kyle Troop and Anthony Simonson. Are you kidding me for drama? Wow. How's that for a Mother's Day? Kyle Troop, seeking that triple belt, is on to the round of 8. He loves it here. They love him back. 4 straight strikes before that, and Troop moving on. A tough day for Vi, but it'll be Troop versus Simonson next Sunday on FS1. He wants that 3rd belt. He said he's confident. That shoulder is from pre-tournament qualifiers week after week across the country to being a Delaware Classic champion to being one of the best standing. So he has already fought adversity in this postseason. All urethane for Crawl.
And there's the chop.
First frame.
And has an average of 230.04
That's on pace to set a new tour record. You start off like that against him. He has just progressively gotten better and better as we look at his arsenal.
Pride Dynasty. Oh.
Whoa.
That wasn't shoulder, that was footing. But just the 5-pin.
Fortunate in that regard.
Pretty obvious why this guy's on the show.
That's more like it for Tackett. Clean footing there. Beautiful shot.
It just seemed like it was a couple of weeks ago or maybe a month and a half ago where we were talking about Tackett not being able to win.
That's right.
Right? He is so good. It's scary.
So now how does Kroll answer the tough start?
Well, didn't like it. But all right.
The Boog with a high hard one.
In his first career TV appearance, he won the Delaware Classic. Beat Bill O'Neill, Thomas Kalko. Amazing run.
Oh, man, another left shot, and it strikes.
Fortunate.
Wow, he's jacked, he's amped up, and he's tugging it.
And he talked with us about those almost this season, where you're a victim of your own success almost because you've won so much, you're coming off a Player of the Year season. And he said, look, this is how my seasons can go. You're going to see me be at my best as the season goes on, and that was perfection.
Oh, boy. Tackett. I'll see your trip forward, I'll match you one. Tackett using the same equipment he used to win the World Championship.
Boog.
So bad.
Yep,
So
pulled every
bad.
shot.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Yes, it was.
Much better.
Think about that. Average award winner, and now he could break the all-time record.
Oh, Mom. Yeah, that one just darted right through the head pin.
Where'd you find that out from?
I got it from my good
Matchup coming up. Belmo and O'Neill.
Tackett cleans that right up. That was beautiful.
28-year-old David Kroll.
Up the lane again.
But it ended up working out. Third day.
Moms never take time off.
No, they don't. That's why they're the best.
Oh, boy.
Yikes.
EJ's got to make a move on that right lane.
I did, Randy.
Oh, sorry, EJ. Move more. Well, he said he really liked the last shot of that lane.
I appreciate the real-time dialogue.
I love when
between you
EJ
two.
talks to me. Hang on. All right, let's go down to his ball rep. Brett Spangler. Brett, you heard EJ tell me that he made a move on that lane.
That's more like it.
You like EJ giving me the business?
Yes, I do.
I do too.
He does it in the nicest way one could.
Yeah, because he's a nice guy.
Yes, he is.
That's pretty good, too. That's pretty good, too.
Yes, it is. Boog Kroll with a lead.
Man, let me tell you, I've watched this kid grow up from when he first started bowling adult, and I've followed him. I've watched every shot he's thrown bowling out here. So to say I'm proud is like watching my kids grow up. It's unbelievable.
Thanks, Tatum.
David's wedding anniversary. He plays for Sean every single time out. What a journey, and now against the best.
That's what he was afraid of. Right there.
Did exactly what I thought it was afraid of doing.
But Tackett is in a hole. As we hit the 10th.
And open in the first.
A great year for Tackett, but in the playoffs it ends in the quarters against a guy who traveled the country at the risk of bowling 7 games and being sent home. We were talking with people around the tour earlier this week who said it is absolutely incredible that David Kroll is top 9 on the tour this season. Now he's one of 4 left standing and has taken down the #1 seed. This is the playoffs. It's win or go home. It's do or die. It's 1 game elimination.
Is a really good thing.
And Boog has all of it. Boogie Nights in the Sunshine State in a couple weeks on Fox. Belmo is 4-2. And as it was brought up, former tour roommates, O'Neill defeated Belmo in the 2022 playoffs, in the 2020 Players Championship as well. In fact, he's won the last 4 meetings over Belmo. Their first came all the way back in 2009. He said whoops, but it's a strike for Jason to start. Urethane. And the 10.
Look out! Bill O'Neill missing a 10-pin. And urethane on both lanes for O'Neill.
Made TV in 4 of the first 6 singles events of the year. Got off to a scalding hot start.
Jason going with Tour Dynamics. He's going to hook the right lane. Beauty.
That was Belmo mode. No wins, but super consistent. And finishes that off.
Won his first major in 09, the U.S. Open.
Whoa. Whoa, look at that thing stuck up to the pocket. That was beautiful. Sent me a text about that a couple days ago. Beauty. What a great shot.
Why would you criticize the old man?
I never... Look, he's one of the greatest ever.
Yes.
Bill O'Neill is a Hall of Famer. A future Hall of Famer. This guy is so good. But he is 42. Wow. And think about the career that E.J. Tackett's had. He's only 31.
Shot. He liked it.
Oh, my goodness.
But the 9 didn't.
Oh. Not the right way. So the last ball in practice, he moved right, threw it firm, and he went 10 back, and then he threw the first one there. So I don't think you can really hook it on the left lane. I think you got to, all that carry down, they got to kind of keep it in front of them.
Back to O'Neill. Won the Players. 5th at the U.S. Open.
Boom.
And that is Bill O'Neill to a T.
He said his biggest attribute throughout his career has been he's been able to adapt to current conditions. Modernizing his game.
It was a good shot.
It's close to target.
It was a good shot.
Hey.
A little sarcastic. Yay! Right here in this building. It's an awesome place.
That's high praise from our ping.
Messenger!
Oh, no!
From Belmo.
Oh, boy.
Champ. Uh-oh.
Roll it? Nope.
Just to be the 2.
Yeah, and he's the real deal on that right lane for sure. If he figures out this left lane, it's going to be big trouble for Belmonte.
What's the key to What's he do? And there's the 10.
That's good.
Weak.
Kroll from pre-tournament qualifiers to being one of 4 left standing. He's the first man to Florida. And now a 10 on the right side for Belmo.
In this match. Exactly what he needed to do to set the tempo.
He chose, and he's got a question to answer. There he is on the right first. And that was all business from O'Neal. That expression says it all. Here comes your $1 million question on the left side. 2 rough ones, back to back. O'Neal doesn't like it. Some fortune for Bill O'Neal. He did not like it at all. The real deal.
Aced.
Bill O'Neal will be one of 4 left standing. He started the year with a Players' Championship, and now he's off to the PBA Playoff semis.
Came down to the 10th frame, and Russo needed a double, and he got the first hit and then left that blower 10 pin. Jesper a couple of 7 pins late, but it was a great match. Ooh. Now, Marshall Kent. What's he going to do? Is he going to hook the entire lane? Is he going to go a little straighter? What's he going to do? Using a sneak attack on the right lane. Oh, he's deep.
Great ball.
Uh-oh. Reminiscent of last week?
Chris Fine. Good start. We had 2 of them. How does he recover? Quite well.
That's as good as 9
Quite
spare.
well.
That's as good as 9
Yes,
spare.
it is.
I mean,
They don't ask how you get there.
there's no pictures on the scorecard.
No. Does he refocus here? He also said nobody asked what you did last week on tour.
Yeah.
Jesper Svensson, 551.
Oh. Hit me.
Oh, that is just nasty.
Graham, we thank you for being here with all of your valuable insight and information you give us throughout the telecast. Yuck.
Yuck is right, but it's a strike.
Yeah, we saw that at TSC, very reminiscent of a couple of weeks ago, Tournament of Champions. But, you know, this is just the overcompensation, right? You get one wide, and then your brain's like, well, don't throw it that far right again, and that's what you get.
But again, they don't ask how you got there, especially in a major. That was pretty for Marshall Kent with Mom watching. Happy Mom. I feel that. 11 tour titles. Has not won, though, in the last 2 years. Phil told us during the break.
He came us during the break. He said, hey, Florida's the perfect spot for me.
Play.
Oh, did.
Oh, my. Jesper Svensson with 5.
That's better.
Yeah, but the 7.
Just awesome to watch. Awesome to see.
And a restored love for the sport.
Yep. Shut there. Oh, got a little room. Hello. Hello. Boom. You know, last week he started off with the front six.
That.
Seventh is where he blinked last time. Not this time. He's got 7. Iceman. And Kent punches right back. Marshall Kent. He's staying alive.
Last 3 televised 300s have come here at Angel of the Winds.
Svensson!
End up with a 298.
Boom! He'll go in the 10th. Chasing history.
Trying to maintain a pulse.
Oh my gosh.
Holy smokes.
Well, Jesper, I'll get you a tea time in Florida. Jesper Svensson, his max score was 269. Make it! Make it! Make it!
It almost happened. It's only ever happened 4 times on TV. That was close.
That would have been fantastic. Watch this. Oh. Get over there, stupid 10-pin. Oh.
Still, your Tournament of Champions winner, and an amazing season for a guy who fell back in love and marveled in front of us.
So proud of you, Marshall. Wow. But now, the Iceman.
Yeah.
Marshall's just getting out of the way.
He is. He is getting out of the way.
Classy move. Just give center stage to Jesper Svensson.
Well, that's Marshall Kent being all class.
Yep.
And he still is on cloud 9, as well he should be.
Yes, he should.
After winning his first major. Jesper Svensson is 2 away.
We're not surprised. The lone left-hander standing.
He goes to Florida. Very, very dangerous.
Matches. He's won the last 2. Both those coming in the United States Open.
Is this going to be a backup ball? It sure is. Look at that.
Wow.
And he opens with a strike.
And see, you'll have a 2-hander that'll be able to throw a backup ball and a regular hook. And that's what we're seeing with Simonson.
Beauty from Troop. Loves bowling here.
Yeah.
Quarterfinal. Four-bagger for Simo. And in this U.S. Open title.
Troop is energized.
This is his title to defend.
Couple of weeks. You come here, he knows he's the champ. He feeds off that energy.
Up and over the 10. Are you serious?
13 years old, beating kids who were 17, 18 in tournaments. He is a marvel.
Just stop watching all the people walking down.
Get after it. Of 1v1.
Oh, no. And now bowling Swiss Army knife steps up on the right lane.
The 10.
Do that on the fly and then go back to...
Oh, look at the maxes, folks.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy, is...
3 of them.
And buries that.
Troop, big time.
Twice here.
And does here.
About as good as it gets.
Back up ball. And all.
And the 10.
Goodness.
Luck is not on my side as of lately.
Free seed in this event. And
Look
the
at
10.
that.
The 10 just unforgiving. A mark to win. The playoff king will
Whoa.
need that.
Come on, Kyle.
6-10.
That could have been disaster.
Back-to-back defending champion in this event.
Kyle Troop is going to Florida to defend his belt and seek a three-peat. From the United States Open title
Love you girls. We'll see you soon. See ya.
to a trip from the Pacific Northwest to the Sunshine State. This place loves him. It's where he won the Tour Finals last year. And he is a 2-time champion of the PBA playoffs, and he'll try to go for 3. Bill O'Neill, the real deal, the Players champion, the U.S. Open champion, Troop, and a guy who is as hot as anybody right now, the Iceman. Bill O'Neill and David Kroll. These two met in the Delaware Classic. Kroll won a dramatic matchup, but earlier this season in U.S. Open qualifying, Kroll beat Bill O'Neill. And Bill said to David that day, "You belong, and you are made for these moments." So they have developed a special friendship of their own.
Well, a little unfortunate. It does go high, and Bill does leave the 410, but
Moving full time to the tour, won the Delaware Classic, and now here. Springfield.
Back-to-back jacks for Kroll to start. Randy, he has worked as a lane attendant, a cook, a bartender, front desk assistant, and mechanic. Currently, he's a string pin mechanic at the Alley.
he can do it all. And here's a look at Bill O'Neill's arsenal. He's using a black pearl urethane on the right lane and a theorem on the left. So urethane on the right, reactive for Bill to start.
This is where he'll finish, the right side, on that 10. 14-time PBA Tour champ, winning his third major earlier this year.
Oh no.
Struggling on the left side.
Gave that one a little more room and it never got back. And that was after going high.
Oh, boy. So, a tough start for Bill O'Neill.
Yeah, it's tougher than what people think. Now, you and I talked earlier, and I know that you enjoy bowling with your two little girls, but there's a story behind the reason why you went and got yourself a ball and some shoes. What is that story?
Yeah, I had a couple of buddies back when I was playing for the Arizona Cardinals, and we went out and had a good night and decided to make a bet. First one to bowl 200 wins, and all the losers of that bet had to get a tattoo with the winner's name inside of a heart. So it was, the pressure was on. I had to get a ball, get some shoes, and learn how to bowl quick so that I didn't end up with a tattoo of my buddies' names on me. Thank you.
Baron Corbin, former United States champion, one-time NXT Tag Team champion. Great to have him here today. Boog Kroll is on fire. 4 in a row to open up. Ninth spare, his first time out on the right side, and the 10 is being stubborn. Neal. Move works.
Yeah, and that's when you want to punch yourself in the face, right? It's like, why didn't I just start with that ball?
Yeah.
But you know, you've got to make these decisions on the fly, and then you have to have conviction in what you're doing.
New championship. Oh, Boog, he said. Well, oh, Boog, it's still pretty good. He coaches himself.
Light the candle!
Candle didn't light there.
Hang on. Yeah. He's got such a big lead, but obviously not what you want to do going to break, right? You don't want to give Bill any kind of hope.
No, don't give the real deal an opening. Thus far, though, Boog Kroll, the guy that's been working different positions in a bowling alley, decided to go full-time this year. He's won a title. He's looking for another today.
I got to tell you can't take anything away from Boog Kroll. I mean, the Boog he's averaging over 250 and lighting them up. All right. Yeah, and I think if you're O'Neill at this point, down 50 halfway through this match, you got to think, well, my only chance is if I strike out.
But here's the thing, as you've discussed, he's capable of that.
Oh, without question. Now, remember the ball change on the left lane? It worked perfectly in the fifth.
Only one of the top 4 seeds who received buys in the quarters and are here in the semifinals. This man. Made that adjustment, and now he's feeling good. Come on. He's been perfect on the right side.
Separate it. Come on, buddy.
Ball gets in the swing quick.
He told us he does breathing exercises, like you just saw. He liked that one.
Yeah, anytime you see a player let go of it and start running it out, that's usually a pretty good sign.
Stops O'Neill's streak.
Not just any 10, another weak 10 on the right lane.
So many goddamn 10 on TV, man.
Look at that, Norm Duke, the Hall of Famer, sitting next to the commissioner. Hi, Norm. Yeah, you can see just how disappointed he is. Making some nice shots on that lane, but there's just not enough power going through the pins to get that weak 10 out for Bill O'Neill. Yeah, that's one where you want to kick yourself.
This new guy on the block, has been phenomenal in Florida thus far. Bill O'Neill got off to a tough start. Boog Kroll saw the opening, and David Kroll is moving on to the finals. This guy has had every job in his home bowling center in Missouri. He told us yesterday, I'm just some schmuck trying to fulfill a dream. Well, Boog Kroll, you are the American dream playing out on the PBA Tour.
He's saying separated.
He's getting a little steeper in the front. He's trying to get his body a little bit further left of the target and trying to get the ball to move out a little more to the right so he has a little more time to return.
All right, Mike, thank you.
David Kroll, and for Bill O'Neill, it's another terrific season for a guy who ranked up the first major of the year.
Phenomenal season for O'Neill. He's a phenomenal bowler. He's a future Hall of Famer.
Yes, he is. So consistent. In non-televised showdowns, Kyle has the 11-match winning streak in singles. And this crowd loves them some Troop.
How about those signs last week at Angel of the Winds? You can't handle the truth. Orb IQ Tour 78U.
29 for a renaissance in his career, and he just missed the 7. That is. And after the mistake by Svensson, Randy, you talk about Troop. He gets momentum, and sometimes that can take the whole show for him.
I think the whole thing with him is he's just ultra focused. And when I spoke to him yesterday, he goes, you know, it just seems like when I do get to television this year, that I just take it to another level mentally.
On a beach.
Get off of there.
It did. With a Mamba mentality. We'll tell you about it later, but that's why he's wearing the purple and gold this afternoon. In need of a bounce back. Better half Jolene here. Jolene watching him in the States on a televised event for the first time ever. This is a guy who can just accelerate. Great showdown. Feeling it right now.
Man.
And Guppy is here today, his dad.
The Gupster.
A 42-time champion, 8 national titles. He's on fire. 5 in a row. Svensson beating Matt Russo, what was a tight one. And then commanding Marshall Kent from there. To get here.
High again, but this time he gets a nice break trip in this. There you go.
Back to back for Svensson, trying to stay alive here. How does he handle it?
Hated it. Paid for
boy.
it. Yeah.
So an open here for.
Team's going to let him throw it first.
Brady, I just think his focus and level of concentration on TV has been fantastic. As you can see there.
Tour Finals champ last year. Now Svensson. He's having a tough time.
more and more like cruel truth for the finale.
Never say never. This sport has the best fans.
You're right about that. Here you go. Well, I mean, there's
If each player takes a game, we'll have a 9th and 10th frame roll off.
Oh. Uh-oh. What?
What on earth?
That's a first. Oh, yeah.
In some pain. He started with 5 strikes in a row. Cleans that up.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness.
Maybe this would be different, and it is different. We're scoring really high, but now Svensson, the Iceman, heating up at the perfect time. And now Svensson just needs 9. Jesper Svensson is heading to the playoff finals. Incredible comeback.
Love you, brother.
Love you back.
I don't know how many people saw that coming. I know I didn't.
In the playoffs. Then there were 2 up for this belt. David Kroll versus Jesper Svensson in the finals. It is a race to 2. Randy Peterson, explain.
First player to win 2 games is your champ. If they split, we'll go to a 9th and 10th frame roll-off.
Theater.
Svensson opening on the left side and opening with a strike, and in a lot of ways. Seven for Kroll.
Not just a 1 ball, 1 frame.
Again.
Oh, bug. Didn't like it, but there was a lot.
Boog got the nickname from his mom.
Svensson with back-to-back jacks.
Stars are out.
And Svensson has started strong.
Kicks it for the best nickname on the PBA Tour. Back to Kroll. And this race to 2 final.
And Kroll cleans it up.
Made it through the PTQ, made the show, won the Delaware Classic.
Open it. It opened. And that 7 came down there for a strike.
Full pass. In the state of Florida, honestly, especially Central Florida.
This crowd would reflect it.
Ooh.
Oh. Cleans it up nicely.
That was pretty good. He took the plastic ball, moved to the left, and went right up the gut.
That was paying it the respect that you talked about. 7 years ago.
That's hard to believe.
Good shot.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was, David Kroll. It is a race to 2. This is just game 1. So we are just beginning.
Hey, John, let's get out on the floor and talk to Hall of Famer Tim Mack. And Timmy, why don't you give us your impression
Come in, that's
of...
long. Come in. That's long.
Tim Mack, can you hear Randy? Yeah, it looked like it was going to be high. As we will try to get back to Tim Mack and fix his communication line, but Jesper Svensson just drifting high, just a pinch, but with a spare here, we'll maintain a 25-pin lead. David Kroll.
Championship. Fourth in the Scorpion. For Jesper Svensson, then beat Marshall Kent, beat Kyle True. Now Kroll.
Good shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loved it.
That sure was a good shot.
You can't let him get cooking, is what Bill O'Neill said. And for Boog Kroll.
You used to work at a bank in Alaska.
Oh, see it.
Ooh. Bit unlucky.
Throw it back.
Viewer discretion advised.
Svensson has found it here. Svensson fired up, and for good reason. 4 out of 5 for Jesper.
He yelled go, and all 10.
To this point. Again, race to 2. So the winner of this game is not the champion yet.
Might be good.
It was good enough. You take a look at the accuracy there from the ideal line. It was better than good.
Well, even if Kroll strikes out, Jesper Svensson just needs a mark in the 10th. Jesper's in the 230s. Kroll's max score, you can see it right here, 220.
Kroll with the pressure
it's
on.
Not over. Come on.
No, it's far from over.
Give me a chance. Come on, man. One more.
One more on this left lane, and Kroll will give himself a chance.
One more good one, bud. Oh, that's inside.
It was inside, and that's not what you're looking for here.
Bad.
Game 1.
Bad, bad, bad.
Well, Jesper Svensson has enough to advance, rather to take a 1-0 lead in this race to 2.
J.D. McDonough and Aaron Corbin are too much.
All right.
Here in game. This young man's never been in this situation.
Oh, help it.
Did just enough.
All the way, baby, all the way.
Can't get ahead of yourself.
What?
Said, hey, man, relax. It's just bowling.
Svensson is relaxed. He is locked in.
Oh, boy.
A conundrum here.
The
Make it look easy.
And the bucket.
Hear what he said? Got to get lucky.
Good shot.
Messenger. The 10 fell at the last moment. And that is your Just Right strike, brought to you by Just Bear.
Right,
the mindful choice for high-quality protein with no antibiotics ever. Just Right, Just Bear.
This is why you put power and speed on a bowling ball, and the 7 and the 10 suffer severe trauma.
Boom. For Boog.
As soon as it leaves his hand, watch his reaction. Check this out.
success for Svensson. So he has struck both times on the right side. He will finish this game on the left.
Oh, no.
The 7.
He got it more up the lane that time.
Friends at Lane Talk do a great. So he thought, I'm going to go full time this year. Wise decision.
He loved it. And for Kroll,
Come on, more heart. Oh, Boog, trust it.
That was a big left miss.
Rushed everything, that shot.
And he's just really amped. Wouldn't you agree, John? I mean, listen to what he...
Will remind him of that every day.
so for Sven.
Side has given him issues. No strikes on the left in this game. Can he get that 7?
Oh, my goodness.
No.
Well, for David Kroll.
Oh, Boog.
Well, for Kroll, he's able to respond with a strike, and he's in control to try to force that roll off.
Typically, you win because your execution is at an incredibly high level. Oh, man.
Whoa.
What?
It happens back to back on the left.
And he gives it right back to Svensson. Hated it.
Boy.
Absolutely hated it. I don't want it, you take it. No, I don't want it, you take it.
Cleans it up.
The smile, one of the great personalities in this sport.
This has been the nightmare side. The 7.
These guys go through a gauntlet.
And this, the PBA playoffs, a culmination of all of the games, the hundreds and hundreds of games. You take a look at...
He's 17 months old.
Close.
You asked what that light would do for Kroll.
We'll take time out.
Well, prior to this championship match. All right, max score right now, Jesper Svensson, 205.
Off that lane.
David Kroll, 215.
This is a 9th and 10th roll-off.
The 7 again.
Told us earlier he wants this to be his time.
Ooh, that's a big time shot.
It has been a wild PBA playoffs. Just look at it, a 9 seed versus a 10 seed.
Expect the unexpected. Svensson did! He applies the pressure, does the Iceman! Kroll delivers!
Great shot. Him to start this on the left lane so he can finish on this lane that he's been perfect on here in this second game.
It's not over. It's not over.
On the left lane in game 2.
Kroll!
Oh boy.
Clutch!
Oh boy. He kept trying to jam it on that left lane. one. He finally does it perfectly there. Now the Iceman on that right lane. He was pretty good. Didn't throw a strike on the left lane until the 10th frame.
Light and leaves it. The 9. So Kroll in control here. Again, we still have a 10th.
Quality H2O.
All right.
Playoffs title hangs in the balance.
Svensson needs it in a big way. Jesper! The Iceman has not fought yet.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. What happened?
He went light.
He does clean that up. But David Kroll controls his fate. A first ball strike here.
If he doesn't strike on this ball, he would have to go spare strike to tie. We go to another roll-off. 1 ball roll-off.
Strike in 6
Biggest shot of his young career right here.
to win it.
Come on, Sean. This is real.
Sean Swanson was his mentor. He has a tattoo that says "Never give up" on his arm, and he just said, "Sean, this is for you."
David Boog Kroll, the biggest moment of his life.
That's right. All heart. Thank you. All heart, man.
Boog is cold-blooded.
Let's go. Come on.
The satisfying moment of the match is sponsored by Snickers. Nothing satisfies like a Snickers. And there is no greater satisfaction than the one this man has right now. He bet on himself. From pre-tournament qualifier, the back of the kitchen at his bowling center, to PBA Tour Playoffs champion.
Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Holy smokes.
Holy smokes is right as Baron Corbin
Do I finish or
gives him the
what's going
hardware.
on?
Randy Peterson,
Holy
what a
smokes.
story.
Phenomenal. Yes, just phenomenal.
Let's
Dream
go!
season for that man.
Oh my
An
goodness.
American